afternoon, I'm Tonya Rouse, and welcome to Perfect Fit. This hour is all about getting you into your best shape. And joining me today to answer all of your fitness and nutrition questions is Dr. David Macklin and Kris Simpson. David is one of Canada's leading physicians in the field of weight management. He's also the founder of the Weight Care Clinic. Christopher is a lifestyle coach and personal trainer. He owns Bodies by Design Fitness Studios, which is located in Vaughan. Welcome to you both.
Thank you, Tonya.
Tell me a little bit about what you're doing. You are the former Mr. Canada natural bodybuilding champion. I'm feeling very intimidated across the table here. Tell me about your clinic up in Vaughan, in your gym.
We have a fitness crusade going on, and our gospel is personal training. We believe that personal trainers are the people that educate people and motivate people, and these are the crucial ingredients to the fitness soup, if I can call it that. And with personal trainers, we can offer it in group sessions. We can offer it in one-on-one, semi-private groups. So there's lots of different options, and the key factor is keeping it economical, because this was a limiting factor in previous days. People just couldn't afford personal training, so we've made it affordable via group training specifically. A certain trademarked item we have called interactive personal training. It's a micro group of 5 people in a group with a personal trainer, and you're going to have the same effects or results that you would in a one-on-one session. The biggest difference is now it's dynamic. You've got other people in the group with you.
Yep.
You've got that camaraderie. You've got that friendly competition, and that's what makes it really unique. And again, the key factor is affordability. These people can actually afford to have a 1-year personal training membership, and each and every time they come in to the gym, it's for an appointment to meet a dynamic personal trainer with lots of fun and enthusiasm, and that's what keeps people pumping along.
Do these 5 clients know one another, or do you organize the group on their behalf and put them together appropriate to their fitness levels and backgrounds?
That's what makes the interactive really unique, is we put the groups together.
Oh, okay, good.
It is so challenging for you to find friends that actually want to come and work out with you and maybe have the same schedule. So that's a real limiting factor.
If the group is waiting, it's going to guilt you into going as well, right?
That's right,
like,
exactly.
She didn't show up last night.
Power in numbers. You hit the nail on the head.
Now let's talk about Mr. Canada. That is very impressive. That's not my world at all, the bodybuilding, so tell me a little bit about it.
Well, it was a long time ago, first of all.
That's okay. You still had the title, right?
Yes, it had the title, and I like to think that that's part of my education. I was the guinea pig. I tested out just about everything in regards to supplementation and training, and I pushed myself to the absolute limit. And I felt that that's what's made me a strong coach, putting myself through the ringer and going the distance and going till, well, I almost fell down in some cases.
You walked the talk, right?
100%. So that, along with the theory education, this is the practical education. I think that a lot of personal trainers are missing that. And if you want to, talk the walk, walk the talk, then you've got to push yourself to that limit, and you've got to experiment. And I think that, again, that makes you a stronger coach.
What is the most important lesson that you learned from that experience?
Do you really want to know?
Just briefly, like one sentence.
I must tell you that I don't advocate it. I do not recommend it. I will have people coming into my office. We've opened up a can of worms here, okay?
Yeah.
I will have people coming into my office and saying, Kris, I want to do a bodybuilding show. And I'll tell them, well, I don't want you to do a bodybuilding show.
Because it's too extreme, because it's...
110%.
Okay.
Exactly. You're pushing yourself beyond that healthy point, and it's not about lifestyle anymore.
David's nodding. You obviously agree?
Yes. Yeah. We had a great conversation before, and we're on the same page. And when it comes to athletics of any type, you're going to have to push the envelope. And unfortunately, with bodybuilders, the envelope means starvation.
Yeah.
That's what it comes down to. I would remember leaving a college class and being so in a state of low blood sugar that I would purposely walk, not on the sidewalk, but on the grass, because I was in fear of falling over. Now, is that healthy? Is that about lifestyle? Is that about fitness? No, it's not. So I can't recommend it. I can't advocate it. Learned a lot. I'm willing to teach you, but I will never push anyone that far.
Finding that unless I starve myself, like the comment that was made earlier, unless I go to an extreme diet of eliminating all carbs, I can't drop the extra weight that I'm putting on. So I'm wondering if there are any suggestions that could help.
Well, you can probably talk about it, right? You were there once for the extremes, so...
Definitely. atrophy. We're losing muscle. After 25 years old, on the average, we're losing about a pound per year. Now, the only way to combat that is with a healthy lifestyle, including a diet that includes protein and also resistance training.
But it appears she's doing everything right. I mean, she's doing weights, she's doing cardio 3 times a week, plus yoga, and says she has a good diet.
Yes.
So what...
Could we do this, though? Could we actually increase the amount of resistance training that she's doing, incorporate the cardio, the magic cross-training element, and actually have her doing, let's say, for example, 4 hours of resistance training instead of maybe the 2 hours she's doing per week right now? I think that might be the magic touch.
So build some more muscle. Hi, Cheryl. How can we help you out?
Hi, it's Tonya. I'm actually a 36-year-old female, and I've started to focus on losing weight, and I've lost about 15 pounds in the last 6 or 7 weeks. And I'm finding that the area around my love handles just is not progressing, and I'm looking for some feedback on how to improve that area.
Seems to be the last area where people shed it, right? It's like hanging on to it. What do you recommend for the last 5 or 10 pounds, or the areas where they need to reduce?
Ever heard of the Snowfall Theory, where the snow falls the heaviest in the winter? Obviously, those snow piles are going to take the longest until you see the grass. And it's usually from your extremities. That's where you're going to become leaner quick. Look at my hand. You can see just about everything and anything in there. The bones, the vascularity, so on and so forth. These are my extremities. We're talking about the trunk, okay? She's talking about the trunk. So therefore, it is going to be the last to go. You're going to have to be patient and realistic, too, because you still might have a pinch or two when it's all said and done.
Do you get a lot of clients with back problems?
We do. A lot of MVA, motor vehicle accidents, a lot of people, just because they're overweight and the pure stress of a large tummy wreaks havoc on the back. So what we do is a lot of light flexibility. She's not able to bend, so she's going to have to be very careful in regards to the range of motion. But walking seems to be the best thing for these type of people, especially if they can do it on a treadmill and avoid a lot of the impact associated with outside walking.
Okay. And what would you say to David about fat-burning supplements?
Adrenaline. Good stuff, but it leads to burnout. It really does. And there's a psychological factor, too. If you haven't taken the fat burners before you go to the gym, you just don't feel the same. And that's a problem because you become obviously addicted to them, so to speak. And also, it's the adrenal gland burnout, long-term use, abusive use. I've had it myself. I've taken fat burners for bodybuilding competitions, and I had adrenal gland burnout. And you are very tired, you're lethargic, you're unmotivated, and that just kills your gym spirit. How
does one revive their adrenal glands?
Time. And obviously getting off of the fat burner. So if you haven't tried them, don't get into the bad habit. It's psychologically addictive, and again, long term, you're just going to burn out your own stores of adrenaline, and it's really good stuff.
Reduce your stress and get some sleep, right?
You know it.